Back on trail. This is day 122. Had a great stay at Shaw's. They are some hiker people that'll treat you right. You get restocked, ready to either go into the 100-mile wilderness if you're Nobo, or rest up and prepare for some of the whites and the Bigelows if you're going Sobo. Yeah, wonderful place to stay. Couldn't recommend it enough. Thanks to Hippie Chick and Poet for that stay. I am loaded down with about 6 days worth of food, ready to get through the 100-mile wilderness. And I'm about 3 miles from Route 15 now. It's going to be a hot one. It was a hot one yesterday on my zero. Real feel today, I think it's going to be about 90. And here at 7:45 a.m., I'm already feeling it. So it'll be a good day to stay hydrated. And I don't think that'll be a problem with how many water sources that are going to be out here. Hopefully the fords are relatively easy compared to what they were when the water was high. We'll see when we get there, but I'm going to get up trail and I'll catch you when I get up there. Just getting up to a little viewpoint here. Looks like there's a little haze in the sky. I just took a tumble. A rock that I stepped on, one of the long slanted rocks that lasts for a little bit and is actually part of the trail, was extremely slick, and I started skating down it, and then got to a point where my feet stuck and took a little tumble, kind of like one like this. So that was a good fall, but I'm back up. I'm just coming down to Route 15 now to get started into the 100-mile wilderness. So here we go. This is the outflow of Spectacle Ponds. Didn't get a good look at it, but there's a look at what's coming out of it. That pond through the trees is Bell Pond. I believe I get a little bit closer as the trail loops around it, but not sure, so wanted to catch it on film. Just did a little water refill, and then the trail goes up that way. I'm about 3.5 miles from Little Wilson Stream, which will be a ford, and I'm just over 12 miles out from camp, if that's the camp I want to stop at. Otherwise, it's 16 to Cloud Pond, and it's not 10:30 yet, so we'll see what the move is as we get a little bit closer. Just getting up to North Pond. This is a beautiful little pond. If it wasn't 90 degrees, I think I'd stop and fish it. But I actually just put bug spray on, so I don't think I'm gonna jump in either. I'm gonna be crossing a bunch of ponds here in the 100-mile wilderness, so I'm gonna have a ton of opportunity to jump in and cool off, and then also fish, but not when it's 90 degrees, and definitely not when it's just about midday. I just ate lunch out here on this rock and went for a soak. There's a couple other people out here now, but there's a waterfall down, leads that way. And then this was a great little water source. Water's coming right out of that rock. So I filled up, and it's nice and cold. Great little spring. So I'm gonna be on my way. It's right after 12:30. I think I've done about 10 miles today. I crossed Wilson Creek a moment ago, and it was nothing compared to the other crossings. I did have to take my shoes off, but it was nothing more than a small creek that barely got up over my ankles. There was just no way to dry across it. So shoes went back on and I'm on the road. Here is the Big Wilson River ford, and that'll be my route to get to the other side. Looks like it's not even gonna come above my knees. So we'll get across. Well, here's a lesson to be learned. If you're gonna ford a stream, don't hold your shoes in one hand and your trekking poles in the other, because when your trekking pole slips on a rock, you go to catch yourself with the hand that's holding the shoes, and your shoes get drenched. So you work all day to try to keep your feet dry, and ta-da, there it goes. I just took a break by this stream here and jumped in a little higher up. There was a little water hole. And now I've got about 6 miles left to go. It's right around 5 p.m. Got to dry my socks out a little bit, but they're still wet. There's a bigger waterfall coming down there. This is Long Pond Stream. I'm gonna do a little rock hop. We'll see. Yeah, I got a route. And then I got one more to get over there as well. They had a line stretched out across that one, so feet are wet yet again. Try to get them dry, and they just get soaked again. That's all right. I decided to go to Cloud Pond, which is in another 3.5. It's almost 5:45, and mainly I did it because I didn't want to do this climb first thing off the bat in the morning. So here we are now, getting it done. All right, 2100 is in the bag. Let's go climb Katahdin. Well, I just got up to, I think it's Barren Ridge, maybe? Holy moly, what a view. And That's what I still have yet to climb tonight. We'll get there. A little over 2.5 miles out, but whew, what an evening. All right, it's just about 7 o'clock, and I just got to the top of Barren Mountain. All right, I'm just about to turn off on my side trail to go down to Cloud Pond. All in all, I want to say it was a little over 20 miles today. And this was right after I said I wasn't going to do any more 20s, but I really just wanted to get that mountain behind me, which it is now. It was hot today. I went for a swim 2 times, and I might go for a swim in this pond if it looks decent again before bedtime to cool off. Not much wind. I saw, I think, 4 southbounders today. I'm assuming I'll see a couple more down at the pond camping, so we'll see about that. It was a good day. I'm happy that I cranked out some miles, and I'm excited that I've got less than 100 miles to go. That's wild to think about. What a journey. So until tomorrow, this is Rabbit, and I'm hopping off.